Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 ways that you are blocking your manifestations. Now, these tips, these blocks apply to any type of manifestation, whether you're manifesting romance, relationships, careers, money, physical changes in your body, changes in your environment, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, these 3 things could be potentially blocking it if you don't focus on it and fix it. The number 1 way that you could be blocking your manifestation is by not having any trust in yourself. So it's really hard to create something or work towards something if you don't trust yourself, if you don't trust that you can do it, if you don't trust that you can handle it, if you don't trust that you can have it. The lack of trust in yourself is something that will deter and block any potential manifestation coming in. This doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your outcomes or your successes. It's more of an internal feeling. You either have it or you don't, but you can always strengthen it. You can always make it stronger. And the easiest way to build trust in yourself is through physical discipline. So as you practice building habits that maybe are a little bit uncomfortable, like eating healthier, maybe intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a great way to practice discipline, physical discipline, and that discipline will translate and help you with every other area. So if you're struggling with discipline in your starting your own business or in pursuing your passions or your relationships or your workouts or whatever, simply doing intermittent fasting, like I have realized that it really has helped my discipline. So that's definitely something I recommend. Obviously, make sure that you're able to do it, consult with your doctor, do whatever it is that you need to do. But personally, I have found it to be very beneficial for me. Another form of discipline is mental discipline. So if you've already mastered physical discipline, then you can move on to mental discipline. This is where you are going to work on your thoughts. You're going to work on clearing your mind and making sure that the thoughts that are going through your head, you have approved them. So when limiting beliefs come up or any kind of assumption comes up that doesn't align with what you want, you automatically catch it, you reprogram it in the moment, and you don't allow the limiting belief to get heavier and weigh you down and continue to block your manifestation. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of trying to manifest, but they haven't mastered discipline yet. So when it comes to manifesting, there is the physical side, and then there is like the mental spiritual side. If you're just focusing on the mental spiritual side of doing affirmations and visualizations, meditations, but you're not doing any of the physical discipline of the physical actions or changing your actions, changing your habits, changing your behaviors, it's not going to manifest for you because you need both. Or if it does manifest for you, you will quickly lose it. You will quickly lose the thing because you're not ready for it. So when you start doing these things that don't come easily to you, when you start mastering your physical discipline and you start mastering your mental discipline, then that will naturally build your self-trust. That will naturally build your faith, so you're no longer blocking these manifestations from actually coming to you. The second way you could be blocking your manifestations is by being too specific. Okay. Now, when you first learn about manifesting, you learn that you need to have a specific desire. But sometimes if we are too specific, that actually creates more resistance. So I'm actually going to make a separate video on how to rephrase your affirmations. I've already made a video like that before, but I have new information coming in that I want to share with y'all. So stay tuned for that if you like using affirmations, but maybe they're not doing it for you, or maybe you just want to spice up your affirmations and try a different technique. But when you're being too specific about your manifestations, you could actually be blocking it. So if you're super fixated on a specific amount of money, let's say you're trying to manifest, $5,000. If you're super fixated on the amount of money and you're constantly trying to focus your energy on that, but you don't really know where it's going to come, how it's going to come, when it's going to come, and you're just fixated on like that specific amount, it can make you a little bit stressed. Okay, it can actually prevent anything from coming to you. So instead of manifesting $5,000, you can manifest more abundance, feeling wealthier, your wealth compounding, your money growing, your income streams growing. When you're manifesting something that is maybe a little bit more general, it's easier for that new belief to actually seep into your subconscious mind and for you to not have that resistance. Okay, because if you're manifesting $5,000 and you're visualizing the $5,000 coming in, it can almost require too much energy for you to like visualize and imagine that, and you don't actually get the benefits of feeling the thing you're supposed to be feeling, right? But if you're affirming, oh, my wealth grows every day, I receive money opportunities every day, you're just manifesting overall having more abundance and financial freedom, that's a lot easier for you to understand, for you to actually feel. Not everything is about like a specific idea or a specific visualization. It's easier for you to catch the feeling of something that maybe is a little bit more general, especially if you're manifesting something that you haven't experienced before. It can be hard to be manifesting it and being super specific about it when you have no idea how that would even feel. The third way that you could be blocking your manifestations is by being fixated on the how and the when. So you need to stop worrying about things that aren't in your control. If you receive inspired actions, if you receive nudges, and you're feeling good about taking a specific action in order to bring your manifestation in, then yes, that's good. But if you're constantly like scrambling to try to figure out how you can make this manifestation happen, and trying so hard and doing this and doing that and doing that, and you're doing it from a place of like desperation, that's not the vibration that you're trying to be at, because the feeling of so desperate and so sad and so anxious, that's going to push away your manifestation. So try not to be so concerned about the how. When you feel like questions coming up of, well, how is it going to happen? How could it happen? Where would the money come from? Where would this person come from? How would I meet this person? How? You need to remind yourself that it's not your job to figure out the how. You are ready and willing to take action when the moment presents itself. But you're not going to stress about how constantly, because that's just going to push away the opportunities and push away the manifestations. And when the how comes, if you're too in your fight or flight mode of like, oh my God, how is it going to happen? How's it going to happen? You may be missing opportunities that are right in front of you. So you don't want to stress about that. Same thing about the when. If you're constantly concerned, like, oh, you're checking your watch, like, oh, has it come yet? Oh, it hasn't come yet. Oh, when is it going to come? Oh, I was manifesting that it would come by today, but it hasn't come yet. It's not working. Is it working? No, it is not your job to figure out when this thing is going to happen. It's better if you manifest things from a timeless place and don't fixate it to any specific time, because if you are still not super like faithful, maybe you haven't practiced manifestation that long, it's going to be hard to manifest something at a specific time. So when you're first starting off, don't worry about the when, okay? Don't try to like force it happening on a specific day or specific hour of the day. Like, certain manifestations are time-based, so I totally understand wanting to manifest something on a specific date, but you don't want to be constantly obsessing over when it's going to happen, and then if it doesn't happen at that time, don't think that it's not going to happen. Because a lot of the times there's the plan we have, but then there's the plan that the universe conspires in order to actually bring the thing to us. We don't know what is going on behind the scenes. We only see what's right in front of us. So even if I think, okay, I'm gonna manifest this by next week, and I'm super firm on that, and you know, I don't worry about it, I'm just like, no, that's when I'm gonna manifest it, period. If it doesn't happen in a week, I'm not gonna be stressed about it. I'm not gonna say, oh, it didn't happen, my manifestation didn't work. I'm gonna say, oh, okay, it wasn't the time that I thought it was gonna be. I'm excited to see when it comes. I know it's coming because that's what I asked for and that's what I decided. So if you do set a manifestation to be like based off of a time or a date, then make sure that if it doesn't come at that exact time, stay calm. Don't go into that feeling of disappointment. Stay high, or at least stay at a neutral point where you're not letting it bring you down, okay? Because it is completely normal for things to happen outside of the times when you thought they were going to happen. That's life, okay? It's actually more fun that way, all right? It's more fun when you are surprised with things. Like, oftentimes it'll happen, like I'll be actively manifesting something and I'm like, okay, this will happen within the next month. I know it, I feel it. And I'm manifesting it. And then the month comes and it didn't really happen the way I wanted it to. Like, I didn't get the full manifestation. Maybe I just got a little bit of it, but not like the full thing that I asked for. And I'll be like, okay, no worries. I still trust. I still know it's gonna happen. I'm waiting for, more to come. And, I'll keep manifesting it, but I'll sort of forget about the manifestation. And then later I realize, I'm like, oh wait, this is the thing I was talking about. So a lot of the time when you kind of withdraw your energy and focus on something else, that's when the thing actually shows up and surprises you. But in order for that to happen, you do have to set that intention and decide, okay? So hopefully this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I missed, or if you feel like one of these ones that I gave you was something that you're really struggling with, okay? Of course, I love you. I'll see you in the next video. And if you want to work with me, all the links are in the description. Bye. Mwah.